Welcome back. Thank you guys for joining me in another video. This is dries, aka OKC-LOWS. Today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys how I custom paint an RC shell. First, most important thing is cut off the excess material, and then you want to wash the shell. Use some soap and water, and use a good towel, something that does not have a lot of lint. What I like to use is liquid mask. It's pretty good, a lot of flexibility with it, and very good stuff. First thing, you want to put your window mask on your covers for your lights. If you're going to be using LEDs, I used to use a thick paintbrush, and I just take the liquid mask and I just spread it all over the shell. First time you completely cover the shell, you need to let it sit and dry. You'll be able to tell when it dries, the color changes. You want to add about 3 to 4 coats. This brand is not too bad. I actually prefer a different brand. It dries a little thicker, but this stuff works out pretty good. This is about how it's going to look when it's completely dry. The more you apply the liquid mask, the thicker it'll get, and the harder it can be to cut your lines with the X-Acto knife, which is actually the next step. So what you're going to do is you're going to cut out all your trim, your headlights, your windows, everything you're going to use to paint as a different color, or if you wanted to leave it as clear. In this case, I'm just doing chrome trim and my lights and windows. First color I always paint is chrome. Be sure you do light coats and several coats of your chrome. Just paint it and let it flash dry between each coat, and just keep on painting it. The best way for me to tell when my chrome is good enough is I can actually take the shell and shine it in the lights. If you can look through the shell, then you need to add another coat to it. This way I know the paint is not going to bleed through, and the job's going to come out well and shiny like you want chrome too. If you're going to use LED lights, I recommend to paint your light buckets chrome to help the lights reflect brighter. Once my chrome is completed, I like to put a backer on my chrome to make sure the paint doesn't bleed through. Just a light coat of black to cover it up. Now here we are to choosing the colors. I have a metallic orange, a bright orange, and my black as my backer. I highly recommend painting a nice ventilated area and an area with not too much humidity. In this case, I actually messed up on the shell. As you can see those spots in the paint. It actually bled through the paint shell because the garage I was painting was way too humid. And it actually messed up my chrome paint as I was pulling off my liquid mask. It pulled off some of the chrome paint onto the side. I was very disappointed about it, but that's what happens when you rush on a project. So I recommend also, just take your time and be patient. Once all the color is done, I painted my black to add a protection to the color in the shell, and I painted my interior a tan with the matching color dashboard and the back dash. Here's the shell all nicely completed, and this is the mess up that I was speaking about earlier, and you live and you learn, right? I also added a custom decal, and I sprayed clear over it to help it still shine with the rest of the car. And I added these black lines that I got custom made from a good friend of mine to help give the car extra detail. So here's the car nicely completed, all ready to go for the next step of the process. Thank you guys for joining me in this video. Hope you learned a trick or two.